Hello everyone, now we'll see JavaScript code to print the reverse of the given number. So this is a program. So first I'll show you output, then I'll explain you program. Suppose 1 2 3, answer will be 3 to 1. Then one more we'll see, that is suppose we take as 4 5 6 7 8. So it will take a reverse of that number. So I'll explain you this program. JavaScript code can be written embedded in HTML. So these are basic tags. It can be embedded in head section of HTML or in body section of HTML. So or as external file. So every JavaScript code to be written between script tag, and after that you have to write type is equal to text oblique JavaScript. JavaScript is case sensitive. JavaScript is saved by extension .html. So I'll show you. You have to give any name. So I had given this name. Extension is .html. JavaScript is used for client-side scripting. Where is a keyword? You have to. I had declared 3 variables. You can give any name of the variable. N, rim, and rev means rem to indicate this reminder, and reverse means now final result will be in reverse. So I declared the variable as rev. You can give any name, but give according to the program so that you can understand. So here every variable is separated by comma and every line is terminated by semicolon. So prompt is used to accept a string. String means collection of characters. So you have to include in double quotes. Prompt will accept, you will get one dialog box which is used to accept the number, any string at the runtime. But we had converted the number. So parse int, I is capital, that is inbuilt function. We had used 2 brackets. One is for prompt, another is for parse int. So it will convert that string, that number, whatever you enter using prompt, it will get converted into whole number, that is without decimal point. Suppose we take 1 2 3 4.567, so it will take only 1 2 3 whole number. It will not take number after decimal point. It will assign to n variable. Then we had printed which number we had accepted. So suppose we had accepted 1 2 3, it will assign to n, and then we will print that number by using document.write. Document.write is used to print the result. You can use instead of that alert also for printing the result, or for you confirm also you can use for printing this. So we had printed this result, and we'll print the value what we had took here. So suppose 123, it will print 123. This is the message. Plus is used to concatenate multiple you can say expression or anything messages. So here many messages also. N is a value, br is a tag which is HTML tag, so it includes in double quotes. Every line is in JavaScript is terminated by semicolon. It is optional, but for condition you don't have to use. Why while loop is used? While loop is used when you want to execute these statements again and again. Curly bracket is used because these 3 lines I want to execute again and again. So we suppose we took 123, so n is 123. So we will do this process, this 3-line execution, and again and again until this n is greater than 0. If it becomes equal to 0 or even less than 0, then it will come out of the loop. So now n %10. Now percentage sign is called modulus operator, which gives remainder, means after dividing that number, that suppose we took 123 divided by 10, so we will get a remainder initially as 3. So 3 will be get stored here. Now rev into star sign is for multiplication. So rev into 10. So initially rev we had given 0. So 0 into 10, 0 plus rim. So what we got remainder 3. So 3 will be assigned to rev. Next, parse int. Parse int, I told you that it will not take any number with decimal point. It will take whole number. Suppose we got any number 123.56. So it will take whatever quotient we get. It will not take anything after decimal point. So what is the value of n initially? Suppose we took n value as 123. 123 slash means division. So by slash we get quotient, by percentage we get remainder. So n divided by 10. So what we got here, quotient as 12. So 12 is assigned on in n. So here 12 is greater than 0, yes. So 12 divided by 10. What we got remainder now here? 1. Sorry, 2. Next, that is now last value of rev was 3. So 3 into 10, 30 plus 2, 32. So 32 will be assigned here. Then here now what is value of n? N value was previously was 12. So 12 divided by 10. So we will get what quotient we will get? 1. So 1 will get assigned here. So 1 is greater than 0, yes. So 1 divided by 10. So remainder will get now 1. So 1 will get assigned to rim. So here last value was 32. So rev value was 32. 32 into 10, 320. What is value of rim? 1. So 321 is now assigned to rev. Now here what was last value of this n? N was 1. So 1 divided by 10. So quotient will get 0. Okay, so 0 will get assigned here. Now up it will go. What is value of now n? 0. So 0 is greater than 0? No, because it is equal. So it will come out of this loop. So here what is latest value of rev? Rev last value we got as 321. So this is the final result you will get. So by document.write we had printed the result. So we'll see again output. Okay, 7. So hope you understood. Subscribe to my channel to get more updates. Thank you. You can see my program again. And one more thing, I'll show you now dry run of this. So this is dry run. Dry run means each step, that is roughly we will see in each step what will get the result. Now suppose example n value we took as 123. So reverse will get 321. So initially n we had it is 123. So the reverse initially we had put 0 and this. Now dry run how it is. So we will see step by step. So initially we had divided 123 divided by, that is percentage will give remainder, so 3 will get. So here we had assigned 3 to remainder, and 123 divided by 10 we get quotient, because by slash we get quotient. So 12 will be assigned here, and so this is a formula. We will get 3 will get. Next again divide 12 percentage 10, because percentage is called modulus which get remainder. So we will get 2 as a remainder. So 2 is assigned in rim, and then 12 divided by 10, 1 we got, and re will go on doing its process of multiplication with 10 plus remainder. Okay, so this way you will get 32, and then that is 1 modulus 10 will get remainder as 1. Okay, so 1 is assigned here, and then 1 divided by 10 will get quotient, because slash give quotient, percentage give remainder. 1 divided by 10 will get quotient 0. So here we got as 0, and then rev will get finally, that is it will go on multiplying previous result of rev into 10 plus last value of remainder. So last value was 1, that is 320 plus 1, so 320. So final output we got this way. Hope you understood. Subscribe to my channel to get more updates. Thank you.